And then, oh gosh, no, no, not these. Well, I was supposed to be going to an estate sale this evening, but the lady had to reschedule that for me. So that's going to be on tomorrow's video, hopefully. So I whizzed over to a Goodwill that is now in my new neighborhood, and it's a Goodwill that I really like. So let's go inside and see what I can find that we can make some money on. All right, let's go. I love when I walk into a Goodwill and right in the door I start finding goodies like these little crystal fish, and there's a dog. Now, they covered up the maker's name, but what I have now found out is these are made by Princess House. So, not as valuable as I thought they could have been, but I'll still make a good profit. And if you stay to the end of the video, I go through everything I purchase and show you what I'm going to list it for. So these are Princess House pets, and they are now mine. I did like this. It had that look of like the Portugal pottery, but it was not marked. So I ended up leaving this one behind. And then I looked through these bags of magnets. Some of these magnets can sell for really good money. Most of these had those dreamsicle creatures in them, which I wasn't excited about. I thought this was glass. I mean, it was over here in where normally glass is, but it's just a plate. I thought these guys were super cute. They reminded me of Austin sculptures, but they're by Solar Studios, dated 1987. And look at, he's got a little butt crack there. You see that? These are actually called fannykins. $4.99. I'll take him. He's super cute. Well, they're super cute, but I don't know. The little butt crack thing just got me. It's a rooster. He is a red wearer, and he's pretty cool. $4.99 is a bit on the high side of what I'd like to pay for him, but I know roosters and like shabby roosters, or is that chic and shabby roosters, are kind of a hot thing, so I went ahead and picked up the rooster. And then I spotted this little glass jar, and I thought it was vintage, but it is not. It's made by a company called Simply Shabby Chic, which actually you will be surprised at the end how much you can sell these for. I was thinking of my daughter with the little vintage apartment. And then this just reminded me of a nice little amber mid-century vase. So for $1.99, I picked that up as well. Now I saw this rooster down there for $5.99, but he was not as exciting. He's not redware. He looks like a hobbyist piece that's not painted all that great. I was looking for a name on this little resin angel, but did not find one. And then these, check these out. They have a really nice look. They're made by someone named Gordon Hart. I don't know who Gordon Hart is. Couldn't find anything on him. But these are just cool. And I have a lot of you out there that really, really love cats. So I did go ahead and pick these up. And they sold them to me for $1.99 for the pair. And then, oh look, I found the rooster's buddy. Now I think, is this supposed to be the chicken or is it a pair of roosters? I went ahead and brought them back together. Now these Buddhas are actually tiki mugs that they make for Benihana's restaurant, and they can sell for some good money. I just don't deal with them. I had to open and see what was in this box, and it ended up being nothing. Then I spot this little box. I liked the wood, and it's a monkey in different hardwoods made in Costa Rica. And like, oh, look at the little miniature Etch-a-Sketch. Kind of like that too. Yeah, I had to look. But I did leave the little miniature Etch-a-Sketch, and I grabbed the monkey box for $1.49. This was cool, but it was really, really chintzy. I mean, super lightweight. And then, oh gosh, no, not these. I haven't seen these for a while, and they never end up in my cart. I had to look underneath here. It said family, and it was really nice. Kind of a little old-fashioned wall hanging kind of a thing going on there. I spot these little black cats, and they are not old. They're just made to hold a tea light. They're only 69 cents each, so I did pick those up. I always scope out the dolls, and today they were particularly creepy, so I left them behind. Always let me know if I pass up something you think I should have grabbed. Now this, I'm still trying to figure out what this is for. It has a really nice look. It is, I think it's old. I'm not sure what went in there. It's not marked. It's got that little cherub up there. Could somebody tell me if you know what this is for? This was a cute little bunny. It was made in El Salvador, but $1.99. I just decided to leave it. Looking through the Christmas. It's a little more manageable to look through the Christmas right now. I saw this little kind of a nativity scene, but it had that really mass marketed, almost like dollar store kind of feel to it. So I decided to leave that one. I liked those little old-fashioned Christmas signs. Earlier in the year, I may have picked those up. Actually, later in the year, earlier in the year, you know what I'm talking about. And then I spot the Christmas goose. He is made of wood, and he's signed by someone. I have not peeled that price tag off yet, but I did see his original price was $31, so I did pick up the Christmas goose for $3.99. And then I spot these. Really cute with a little plaid pickup truck. They are by the North Pole Bed and Breakfast Company. And I got these for $2.99 each, and I got 3 of them. Really good sized bowls. I was very impressed by the quality and the size of these. So I did put those in my cart as I quickly looked at what had been underneath them. And then I spot this Halloween tray. Now, it's not super old. It's got a UPC code on the back, but it was just fun, and somebody had obviously taken good care of it by wrapping it in saran wrap, and it was only $1.49, so I went ahead and grabbed that. This tin was huge, and so I was intrigued at just kind of looking at it for a minute. I'm not big on selling tins, and it wasn't very old, but I was just impressed by the size of it. I was looking to see if this might have been like a Fitz and Floyd, but it was not. Some things are just cute, but not worth getting, unless they're like a little roly-poly tin Santa, and I sold a larger version of this recently, so I decided to pick this one up for 69 cents. Now check this out. I believe this is a letter holder. I don't think it's a napkin holder.
It's anthropology. And they priced it at $3.99, and I swooped that up and put it in my cart. And what else will I find? On the wood shelves. This was a neat display box. It was, I'll tell you in a second here, it was for the American Silver Eagle collection. I could not find a comp on this. I suspect that these probably could sell for some really good money, but it's not my niche, so I decided not to invest the $18 into finding out. This was really cool. This is a little 3D paper art print. Now, it probably would have had glass over it originally, but I did go ahead and pick this up for $1.99 because it was really neat. So I see the bunny peeking out of the box. I'm like, what are you? And it does not say what it is on the box, so now I have to pull it out of the box so I can figure out what the heck this is. And, oh, it is a cute little bunny mug with a spoon and a lid, and I picked that up for $2.99. As I try to get it all put back in the box fairly unsuccessfully. This was an odd kind of a, I don't know, coat rack kind of thing to hang on a wall. There was two of them. I loved this. I absolutely wanted to get this until I turned it over, and they wanted $15 for it when it was $39.99 at Hobby Lobby. And those of you who shop Hobby Lobby know Hobby Lobby does half price pretty regularly. So that was probably picked up at Hobby Lobby for 20 bucks. I liked these. They were cute. Little hand-painted wood planters. But I decided to leave them. And then I don't know, I saw the gremlins sitting there. I'm kind of thinking I should have picked this up. This version sells for some decent money. But I don't sell videos, so again, it's not my niche, so I kept myself from being tempted. This is more my niche, but it was super broken. You'll see here, pieces are flying all over the place. Oop! Yep, there it is, broken off. Can't do that. Kind of looking through the vases, seeing what is here. This is big, huge, kind of a Mexican blown glass vase. The bubbles that are not very controlled. You can still call it controlled bubble technically, but they're not very controlled. That's usually Mexican glass. Most of these are all like newer. Nothing exciting. I did really like these little brandy glasses with the etched ships, but that one was broken, and with only one, it's just not worth picking up. Had they both been intact, I would have picked those up. I liked those. Yep, not a whole lot here. This was a little bit interesting, but it was just plain and big and hard to ship. I wasn't sure what the purpose of this was. I mean, obviously it's a divided dish, but it's kind of a strange division. So if you've seen those and you know what those are for, I would love to know what you think. I know I touch everything. Well, I don't touch everything. I touch everything I'm interested in. And I had a viewer get very upset with me that I was touching things. But I assure you, everyone, I use my hand sanitizer. I also do not touch my face. I'm very, very careful. So rest assured, I'm taking the precautions I need to take while still doing what I need to do to make a living. Nothing exciting in the plates today. So we will move on. And I spot this little porcelain piece sitting here. It looks like some kind of a little flask. And it says U.S. Coast Guard on it. So it was interesting enough that I decided to pick it up. And I did actually pay $2.99 for it. Actually, no, I take that back. That was the peeled price. And the girl at the counter said, "Oh, that's too much. I'm going to give that to you for 99 cents. Yes, that is what happened. That is why I love this Goodwill. They are super customer service oriented here. Now I spot these green glasses. I'm not spotting these for resale. Jordan, my daughter, loves to drink out of mason jars, and she loves green. So I did go back and pick those up, and they will be on their way to her in San Diego because they are green mason jars with handles. They're like perfect. I thought these were glass, but they were not. They were plastic. I should have known with the way they were stacked together, but again, you gotta feel it. You gotta pick it up. You gotta touch it so you know what it is. Then I spot this mug right here. It's got a little of those spoon marks going on inside, but for 69 cents, I can use a little barkeeper secret and figure out how to get that clean. And animals make me happy, people not so much. I did go ahead and pick this one up too. And I'm just kind of looking through, seeing if there is anything else that I should not be leaving on the shelf. Give me an H. I see the D. I did not look at the D, which is a little bizarre because my name starts with a D. But then I spot it. See it? Did you see it? I'll come back, I promise. Wait for it. Apparently, these mugs are making a big comeback because they're in a recent HBO in True Detective, I guess is a show, and Matthew McConaughey has made that mug famous again. So those are worth picking up right now. I don't know how long that trend will last, but right now they're selling. I thought that was a part of the dish, and then I felt it, and it was like, I guess it was wax, but it kind of creeped me out a little bit because I didn't know what it was. "You are magical," said the cookie jar. That china over there, I have some of that actually listed, and it just doesn't sell. And then we're looking through the canisters. Oh, look it! My friend is still here. The headless raccoon. He has not left the building. There's another one. Still don't know what it's for. These glasses looked very, very familiar to me, and I can't think of the name of the pattern to save my life. I almost bought them just for that reason, but I decided to leave them. And yep, the very expensive cat cookie jar is still here with his $20 price tag. But these canisters, now I don't normally pick up canisters very often, but these would actually fit one inside the other for shipping, and they weren't super heavy. So I did grab those for $2.99 and $3.99. Then I spot this. Yep, Pioneer Woman. This is a good brand, you guys. Even though they sell this at Walmart, patterns go, they retire patterns, different patterns come through. People are collecting this. It's a solid seller. So for $3.99, I picked this up because I can flip this for about $25. I think I looked at these the last time I was here. I love the seashells on these glass plates, but it is just not something that I want to ship. And then I spot the oyster plate, and I got excited for a minute until I realized it was a hobbyist piece. I mean, whoever made it did sign their name really fancy. And then I looked at the little blue and white vase with the ships on it. I thought it might have been marked Delft, but it was not marked at all. And that is why I left that piece behind. This was interesting, but it was just a saucer. Couldn't see a mark if it had one, so I left that one. Then I spot these. These are super cool. Reminded me of very mid-century kind of vibe. I don't know that they're truly that old. I do believe they are. I think they are vintage. And I picked those up for $3.99 each. Super happy about that. And then I look in this box, and here is Bonnie O'Neill. And Bonnie O'Neill was like the longest running Avon lady. There's her story. In fact, if you want to just pause the video and read that, it's kind of cool. I have a little place in my heart for the history of Avon. I was actually a very successful Avon lady for a time, and I'm actually the reason Avon had to change one of their corporate policies. Ask me about that sometime. Perusing through the art, I find these kind of safari prints, and I think these might be like book plate prints. They were very intriguing, and somebody went through a lot of effort to put these in these safari painted frames. They were only priced at $3.99 each. So yes, I grabbed these. And look, yeah, you can see somebody put some effort into these. So we brought those ones home. And then I picked up a couple of tin signs. These are reproductions, but they sell down at the booth for $15 to $20 a piece consistently.
are so nice at this Goodwill. I just love coming here. They helped me out to the car, got a whole box of stuff. I only spent a little over $100. It's crazy. It's crazy what you can find. Even when prices are going up all over the place, you can still find lots of good stuff to resell. So don't be discouraged. Even if you have to pay a little more, it's just an adjustment you have to make in your business. So it was really fun. The guy that helped me out to my car, he wanted to be educated on what udders were. So that was an interesting conversation. I told him. Because yes, my license says utterly. So, and he was trying to figure out what that meant. Anyway, this was a fun night. I'm in a good mood now. And hopefully I got to the estate sale today, because it's Saturday as you're watching this. And tomorrow you will get to see that. So with that, go be profitable and make it fun. And we'll see you on the next one.